One day, your child will face a moment when everyone around them is saying one thing, but deep inside, they know something doesn't feel right. In that moment, will they speak up? Or will they stay silent because they're afraid of what people might think? Every parent wants to protect their child, but one day, you won't be there to speak for them. One of the greatest protections you can give them is the confidence to use their own voice. Today, I'll share 3 powerful ways to raise a child who can speak honestly, respectfully, and courageously, even when it's difficult. And the final lesson could help them avoid years of living to please everyone else. 1. Make home a safe place to speak honestly. Children learn where it's safe to speak. If every question is dismissed, if every disagreement is punished, if every opinion is interrupted, they slowly learn something dangerous. It's better to stay quiet. Instead, create a home where respectful honesty is welcomed. When your child disagrees with you, don't immediately focus on changing their mind. First, understand it. Ask, "Tell me why you see it that way. Help me understand what you're thinking." Those simple questions send a powerful message. Your thoughts matter. That doesn't mean children always get their way. It means they learn that expressing themselves respectfully is not something to fear. Because children who feel heard at home are much more likely to speak with confidence when it matters most. But feeling safe isn't enough. There's another habit that quietly teaches children to doubt their own voice. 2. Stop speaking for them when they can speak for themselves. It often starts with good intentions. A waiter asks your child what they'd like to eat, and you answer for them. Someone asks them a question. You respond before they have the chance. A friend misunderstands them. You immediately step in. Sometimes that's appropriate. But if it becomes a habit, children begin depending on someone else to speak on their behalf. Instead, gently encourage them. Let them order their own meal, ask their own question, explain their own feelings, resolve simple misunderstandings themselves. Will they stumble over their words sometimes? Of course. That's part of learning. Every time they speak for themselves, they send themselves an important message. My voice matters. And that belief grows stronger with practice. Now here's the final lesson. And it may be the most important one your child ever learns about using their voice. 3. Teach them that respect and courage can exist together. Many children think they have only 2 choices: stay quiet or become argumentative. But there's a third option. Speak with courage and kindness. Teach your child that they can say, "I don't agree," without being disrespectful. They can say, "I'm uncomfortable with that," without feeling guilty. They can say, "No," without needing to apologize for protecting their boundaries. Role-play these moments at home. Practice saying difficult things with calmness and respect. Because when children rehearse courage in a safe environment, they're much more likely to use it in the real world. The strongest voice isn't always the loudest. It's the one that's honest, respectful, and brave enough to speak when it matters. One day, your child will need to speak up. For themselves. For someone being treated unfairly. For an idea they believe in. Or for a boundary that deserves to be respected. In those moments, they won't need the loudest voice. They'll need the courage to trust their own. And that courage is first nurtured at home. Not by teaching children to win every argument, but by teaching them that their voice has value. Because a child who trusts their voice is far less likely to lose themselves trying to please everyone else. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you wish you had been brave enough to say when you were growing up? Let's keep growing together. Click the video on your screen to learn how to raise a child who learns from mistakes instead of fearing them. Because children who trust their voice don't become stronger by avoiding mistakes, they become stronger by learning from them. I'll see you there.